What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Inside the D. Sorry I can't be there today. I'm out here shredding the gnar, but we got a really special guest lined up for you guys.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Inside the D. As you can see, we have a very, very special guest with us today, Neil Kengni of Marine FC. A week has gone by since the Marine Tottenham match, right? What are your thoughts right now? How are you feeling?
At the moment, I think it was just all about playing the game, but after it felt a bit surreal, just thinking about like you're watching Gareth Bale, all of them on TV every week, and then one day on the same pitch as them is unbelievable.
It must be a great feeling, honestly, because this was the biggest deficit in terms of where the teams are placed. There was 161 place difference between Marine and Tottenham. It's the largest in FA Cup history. That had to be pretty crazy for you.
Yeah, that's a massive achievement for Marine, for the lads and the Crosby family as well. I think we did everyone proud down there. So
absolutely did everyone proud. It must be pretty amazing knowing you have that whole town of Crosby supporting you guys through this whole journey.
Yeah, the fans have been unbelievable, even on like social media everywhere. They've just been absolutely unbelievable. Even it was a bit gutted when we heard that they weren't allowed to go in and watch the game, but we still did them proud, so that's all that matters, really.
Of course. I do want to ask real quick, COVID, obviously, for professionals, it must be crazy. I wouldn't know, obviously, as a fan, other than not being able to go to games, but how different is it for you to play without fans there?
Yeah, it's massive because, even during the game, when the game is not going well for you, like they give you that extra boost, just to do better. And then, yeah, we really appreciate that. But when it's not there, like we need to boost ourselves up and, get the job done.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, it's very special to be able to play versus Tottenham, but you actually came very close to scoring, which was it was an amazing shot, 30 yards out. What was that feeling like when you saw that ball going right to the goal? It looked like it was going in.
At first I shot and I was like, just could go in, and then the last thing I saw was just hitting the crossbar and going up, and then Joe. I was at the time I didn't think much about it, but when I watched it again, I was like, just imagine if that went in.
That was amazing because I was watching it. It was probably 4 a.m. my time, and I was, super excited to watch this game. When you took that shot from about 30 yards out, I was out of my seat. I was ready to freak out. I mean, would have been amazing. I mean, especially scoring against Joe Hart, who, one of the best keepers in English history. But oh my goodness, that was a fun one to watch, really.
Yeah. I think if that went in, it would have changed the game completely.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah. It was an amazing effort. I watched that about 30 times back.
Thank you, me too.
Just imagine that. I mean, going into that game, I want to know about your feelings prior to the game. Were you nervous? Were you excited? What were your emotions?
No, I was excited. I was looking forward to the game so much. Even like as soon as we heard that we got Tottenham in the next round, I was so excited. I was just looking forward to it. Like every day, just telling my dad, my sister, everyone, just like I just can't wait to start playing.
That's amazing. Is your family, are they in Crosby? Or are they back in Manchester? Or
Manchester.
Gotcha. I mean, that's got to be an important game for you, of course, and your family to watch back home, and the rest of the lads on the team. I mean, had to be in a lot for you guys.
Yeah. Like even before the game, everyone was like, pressures on you, everything, just like best do well and stuff. And then after the game, I came home, they were like all proud of me. So it was a good moment for me.
As they should.
Towards at the end of the game, obviously you and Eric Lamela swapped jerseys. What was that feeling like?
It was a good experience, just even like during the game, I was talking to Dele Alli and Lucas Moura. It was good, during the conversation, I was just thinking to myself, there's no way I'm talking to these guys.
It had to be a dream come true. I mean, playing against some of these big stars.
Yeah, it's definitely a lifelong experience. Definitely.
Was there a player that before the game you were most excited to go up against or meet?
Gareth Bale, definitely.
Of course. Yep. Amazing. Yeah. I mean, that's amazing. You guys got to play against Tottenham. I mean, and not only, I mean, they came to your home field as well, which had to feel pretty special. I saw a video on Jose Mourinho's Instagram, was it, where he posted all the Marine fans were outside greeting the Tottenham team bus, and then you guys as well. I mean, such an amazing community you guys have back in Crosby.
Yeah, it was a great experience, for the fans to be, just outside the stadium, watching them go in and stuff. As I think, they were very excited for it as well, seeing Jose Mourinho and all his players.
I mean, the game, I think everybody in England, and again, we're from the United States, and even we were, really excited to see you guys play. Everyone in the world wanted Marine, maybe aside from all the Tottenham fans, of course. But I mean, such an exciting game to watch, and it was really nice. Did you end up getting to talk to Gareth Bale after the game, or?
No, I didn't. No.
Yeah,
I was just in the thought of we just lost 5-0, which is a bit. At the moment, after the game, it's a bit disappointed, but when we get back into the changing room, you just realize what you've achieved.
100%.
Making it that far is an accomplishment for any team in the FA Cup. I mean, especially a team like Marina. I mean, that was extremely impressive. I think the whole world was happy to see you guys go that far.
Yeah, exactly. Even the last few rounds, I think we gave it our all, so we definitely deserve to get in the third round and get a big team like Tottenham at home as well. I think we definitely deserve it.
I want to know, going back to the previous round, the last minute winner. I mean, tell me about your emotions. I mean, you and the rest of the team when that goal was scored.
Yeah, the thing is, during the game, I knew we were going to score like a last minute winner. I just knew it because that's our spirit always. And then when it happened, I was like, oh my God, we've just done it. Just started running around the pitch everywhere. Even though there were no fans there, we were just running around the pitch of excitement.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I believe it was the second time in Marines history that you guys have made it to the third round. I think the last time was in the 90s, something like that. It's been a long time, and you guys are back. It was really, really great.
Yeah. No, I think that, a lot of people have noticed, a little club like Marine, and I think we've gained so much more fans from it as well.
I would say so, yeah. I'm very curious. I want to know, what is it about Marine that helped you guys get to that third round? Is there something special that we don't know about? I'm very curious.
I think it's just, the players. I think, we all know what we can do. We all know each other's ability. So when we get on the pitch, we know what's expected, and then we always get right instructions and information from, the staff and the management. So I think that helps a lot. And then you've got the fans, just messaging you even before the game saying good luck, hope you're smashing this and that, and that really helps. So
we want to talk more about you and what started your journey in soccer. So, how did you start playing soccer? How did you fall in love with the game?
We apologize for using the word
football.
soccer, by
Sorry,
the way.
football, yeah.
I think I've always had football in me since a young age. Back in Cameroon, where I'm from, I've always just played on the street, and I've always been recognized as one of the best in my area. And then when I came to England, I just joined the team straight away, and then a Sunday League team, and then just started playing and just developed from there.
So how old were you when, I believe, if I've done my research correctly, you started off in Rockdale Academy, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rockdale, and then you made a move to Stalybridge, both in Manchester, if my geography is correct. I don't know. I'm not good with English geography, but both in Manchester, I believe. So what was it like moving away to another city when you made a move to Marine in 2018?
It wasn't too bad because when I was at Stalybridge, my second year there, they sent me on loan to Marine. So I went there, I did well, I played well, and then during the lockdown, because the season didn't finish because of Corona. Mm-hmm. And then during the summer, the Marine manager messaged me saying, they want to offer me something, they want to sign me. And I was like, yeah, why not? I enjoyed my loan there, and I enjoyed my football back again, and then I signed, and then here we are.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, that makes more sense. I didn't know you'd gone on to loan before that, but first of all, congratulations on the new contract. Until 2022. you have any expectations or goals that you've set for yourself?
Yeah, I think my expectation has always been, to give my best, and then hopefully I get, recognized as a good player as I am, and hopefully get a better offer from a bigger club. To play professionally, like that's always been a dream. So,
Well, you've
yeah.
done well, I'd say. So, growing up in Manchester, you said you were a big Manchester United fan. Do you have a dream to play there as you get older?
Yeah, that's like my top goals. To make it to Manchester United.
Did you have a favorite player growing up?
Yeah, it used to be Ronaldo when he was there. Ronaldo was. Oh yeah.
Had to be Ronaldo, of course.
Well, being a Manchester United fan, you must be quite excited right now. They're sitting top of the table. They got a big game this weekend. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, excited for the big game tomorrow. Hopefully, we can do the job and stay first. Have a bigger point gap. I mean, yeah.
Right. So against Liverpool, can you give us a score prediction that we can hold you to? Or
Yeah, 2-1 to United.
all right, who's scoring?
You score, and I'm going for both Rashford.
Both Rashford. Fair prediction. That's
Mane
fair
for
prediction. Mane for Liverpool?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So Crosby, again, geography's a bit off, but close to Liverpool, right?
Yeah.
So are most of the Marine fans, are they also Liverpool fans, or are they full Marine?
I think some are Liverpool fans and some are Everton fans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Bit of mix of both.
Yeah.
I did see an interesting video of a guy who was a Liverpool season ticket holder for 25 years, and then he decided to make the switch to Marine, and I just admired that so much because, I mean, you look at the stadium difference, the capacity. I mean, you guys seat, what, 300, 400 people?
Yeah.
And then obviously Anfield is a lot bigger, but I mean, it's always the smaller clubs that I think I'd rather support. I say that as a Chelsea fan, so I guess that's, not really doing me any justice, but Marine being a much smaller club, I really admire when there are a lot of loyal fans. I mean, it's the small teams that have the most loyal fans.
Yeah, I think everyone loves the underdogs going to a game. Everyone always wants like the underdogs to win and stuff. Yeah,
makes sense. Absolutely. So Manchester United, you say 2-1 against Liverpool. Obviously, one of the big teams in there. Do you think United can win the league this year?
Yeah, definitely. I think the way we've been playing the past couple of weeks have shown that we've really progressed from like during the past seasons, and we can really win the league. Yeah.
As a Chelsea fan, I'd hope that Chelsea could take the league, but it's not looking good right now. We're sitting in 9th place. I mean, oh goodness, dropping points left and right. It's not looking good. But
at the start, before the season started, we did a little Premier League prediction. I put Manchester United top 4, and Aidan was like, no chance. And now the table, it's Manchester United on top and Chelsea in 9th.
Yeah, that's the magic about football. Like, you never know what's going to happen. You never know which team they beat who. It's just all face. Every team beating each other.
Absolutely. And the Manchester derbies are always so fun to watch. I love watching them. Always a great game, of course. Speaking of Manchester, Wayne Rooney just announced his retirement today. Is he someone you looked up to as a striker yourself?
Yeah, definitely. Just the way he's scoring goals for fun. That's a striker's dream, to just score goals game in, game out.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the best ever. Definitely one of the best United players of all time. I mean,
definitely one of the best players.
Absolutely. Do you have a favorite player right now? Because you said Ronaldo growing up. I'm sure other players as well. But what about right now?
Right now, it's still Ronaldo.
Yeah. Makes sense. So I'm assuming, do you think Ronaldo's better than Messi, or you think they're even?
Yeah, Ronaldo's better than Messi, yeah.
See, Ico thinks Messi.
I think Messi's on top on that one.
It's just, in each country he's been in, he's always been the best, always showing to do with different teams, different players, still perform top level.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm the guy who's Messi and Ronaldo. I think they're both up top. You obviously the Ronaldo. Ico is all about Messi here. Without changing gears too much, in La Liga, I mean, I don't know if you follow La Liga or anything, but do you think Barcelona can win it, or Real Madrid? Or Atletico Madrid?
I was going to say Atletico Madrid at the moment. Because Barcelona and Real Madrid have been dropping points as well, haven't they?
Yeah, I have. And Ronaldo, ever since he left Madrid, they haven't been the same.
No, exactly. You're always going. I think you're always going to miss, a massive player like that. Like you can't replace him.
Especially not Ronaldo. I mean, he's one of the greatest of all time. So, do you follow other leagues as well, or just the Premier League?
No, just the Premier League and the La Liga as well. But I watched a bit of the championship that round there.
Yep. Who do you think is going to get promoted?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I know he's going to get relegated in the Premier League. I mean, Sheffield United. We have a friend who's a big Sheffield fan. He's hating it right now. One win in 17 games. I mean, that's poor.
Yeah.
So obviously Manchester City, Manchester United. I mean, you said you wanted to play for Manchester United as you get older as well. You're only 20 years old, right?
Yeah, 20. Yeah.
So you got a lot of time. Have you ever thought about national team?
I think once you get into the professional club, I think the national team, just kind of comes itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, I can see you get called up, and so you wear the number 7 for Marine. Is that your lucky number? Is that the jersey number you always go for? And if so, why?
No. I'm not really like that. I wear any number and do the job on the pitch.
As long as you do the job on the pitch, then I guess the number doesn't matter. Yeah. So for Manchester United, you say they can win the league. You must be extremely happy with the fact that they're at the top of the table. I do want to ask you, what do you think about Ole right now, the manager? You think obviously he's doing a good job right now. I mean, if Manchester United start to drop points, do you see them sacking him?
No, I think he's done massively well to get us into first place. And, even before when everyone was criticising him and then all of a sudden they just picked up again, I think it shows a great, strength and character from him to lift all his players up and do the job like they've been doing, and now they're first.
Obviously it was very disappointing, but how did you feel when, Manchester United, they were performing so well, and then Champions League came and the group stage didn't go your way that much, and you dropped down to Europa League, which is still great. But what was your feeling? Were you mad? Did you think, oh, that like our year is ruined? Did you get down on the team?
Yeah, I think, I definitely got down because as a Manchester United fan, it's all about playing at the top level, and then the Champions League is, a top level. That's where we expect to be playing every season. If not, always every season gets into the Champions League.
It's expected, absolutely. And it was a hard group that United drew. I mean, it's just unfortunate that it was the group of death really for this season. Chances of United winning the Europa League, what do you think?
I'm not even there's always a chance, but I'm not too sure. I think now I'm mostly concerned about the Premier League right now. Just
because the title could be coming back to Manchester. You never know. Yeah, Manchester's going to be red soon.
What makes you want to do all of these things, even though it can be challenging? But what drives you,
especially with COVID?
Yeah, I think with football it just comes naturally, because that's what I love doing. So just get out, do your training, come back, and then work as well. It just keeps your day busy, doesn't it? Instead of being at home not doing anything. I think work just keeps me busy as well.
Is it hard to manage university work and football at the same time?
It can be hard, yeah. It can be tough to manage because I work and then come back, get changed, straight back to training, and then back, about 9:30 p.m.
That's a lot. I mean, because I remember we were messaging before, and I was trying to ask when a good time was to come on the podcast, and you were saying, "Oh, I have training, and I have work." I was like, "Oh man, I forgot that you're not just a teenager like me, that we're we got nothing to do. It's just sitting around. Like you actually have work and you have a job."
Usually up at 7:30 in the morning, work, come back about 4, get changed, eat if I can, and then straight back out to training, and then don't get back home till about 9:30 p.m.
Full day.
Yeah. Wow. And same thing.
My goodness.
What do you think the strength of your game is? What do you think the best part of your game is?
Definitely my pace and my strength. my pace, just to running behind players that like defenders hate that when just a quick striker just to run behind them.
Yeah.
And then so like just to hold the ball up and yeah.
If you could bring one player to Manchester United, who would you bring in and why?
Is it past players or
Current players?
Even players? Ronaldo.
Of course. Yep. Yeah. I should have expected that. Yeah, it makes sense.
But a couple of months ago, there were conversations about Ronaldo joining from Juventus, coming back.
Yeah, that would have been an absolutely dream for every United player and fans.
You think that can happen in the future?
Yeah, I think it can. Yeah, no, everything's possible in football nowadays.
Of course.
So yeah.
I mean,
I think he would want to come back as well.
A homecoming, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if if he's going to go to the Premier League, he's going to go to United, and then Messi possibly going to Man City. The Manchester derby would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, transfers. What are your thoughts on Jack Grealish? Do you want Manchester United to pay the $90 million transfer fee they're asking? Do you think they should?
Do I think they should? No, I don't think so. Because now that Pogba is back and then back to to doing his what he loves doing his best, and then you've got Bruno Fernandes as well. He's performing. I don't know where he's going to be playing because they're both doing well now. So I don't know. It would be a great signing, but is it worth it? Is he going to play?
Because he's going to be expensive. Young guy.
Yeah.
Donny van de Beek. He's not getting as much playing time as maybe fans expected. Do you think that's a good decision to have him stay on the bench a bit more? Maybe he's not adjusted. What do you think about that?
It's hard to tell now because now that we've been doing so well, like midfield-wise, we've been doing well, and then you've got him on the bench. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not seeing him starting over Bruno Fernandes or Pogba, so...
Definitely not starting over Bruno. He's been fantastic. I didn't think he was that great of a signing when they first got him. I was like, Bruno Fernandes came from Portugal. And now he's just class. I want him on Chelsea now.
Yeah.
Chelsea's transfers haven't been too nice. He spent so much money on Kai Havertz, and no disrespect to Kai Havertz. I think he's a great player, but all of the signings have been underperforming, maybe besides Thiago Silva and Mendy. And
yeah, when you come from abroad, you don't realize how tough I think the Premier League can be.
It's completely different to any league in the world. Absolutely.
I think they all just need time, to adjust. Even like the weather here is a bit ridiculous. How cold it gets.
One transfer that Manchester United has done this January transfer window, Amad Diallo. Do you like that? Do you think that was a good signing? That you guys paid a good amount of money for him?
To be fair, as a United fan, when at first I didn't even know who it was, and then I watched a couple of clips of him. He's exciting, but it's just who's he going to come and replace?
Of course. Yep.
You've got Greenwood on the bench, and then you've got James on the bench as well. So not too sure about that one.
It's just another one of those signings that seems a little pointless. It's a good signing, but is he going to play? You're right. Who's he going to play over, right?
Yeah.
Probably third string. Summer transfer. Who do you think in any team in the Premier League? What do you think was the best transfer out of all the teams this summer?
I think it was ours, Bruno Fernandes.
Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can agree that he's definitely a pretty big one. I think of who I would say. Bruno has been fantastic, of course.
I was going to say Timo Werner. Thiago Silva.
No. I think Thiago Silva, Ben Chilwell for me. I'm going to pick a Chelsea player, probably Edouard Mendy, just because we needed a goalkeeper. Kepa wasn't doing the job, and we need.
Kept a couple of clean sheets as well, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, his first 7 or 8 games, he had like 6 clean sheets. I think. Fantastic. Because we had Kepa, and then our backup was Caballero, and we needed a better goalkeeper. So Mendy's going to keep us occupied for a couple of years, and then of course we got Chilwell and Thiago Silva, new signings at the back as well. Don't forget about us. You're going to be playing for United one day.
Thank you.
Up top with Ronaldo. What a dream that would be. That would be life complete if you ended up playing with Ronaldo.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. That's when you can say that you've made it, innit?
Oh yeah,
definitely.
You played with one of the best players of all time. Amazing. So if you, let's just say in 5 years, you get an offer to go to a Premier League team and the team is Manchester City, I mean, how are you feeling about that? Are you going to take that deal or are you saying no?
As a player, I think you're going to take it, aren't you? Depending where you are, I think you're going to take it because you want to be recognised as the best. And I think City is still like one of the best clubs in the world. And then I think I'm going to take it. Obviously, like my family's not going to be happy about it, but at the end of the day, it's about wanting to play with the best and wanted to be one of the best as well. So.
Of course. I mean, if you get an offer, even though it's the rival team, I mean, if you're playing the Premier League for one of the best teams in the world, I mean, you're probably going to take it.
Yeah, exactly. Like you've got, I think Sterling. I think he was a United fan, wasn't he? So
probably. I mean, a lot of times that happens. Yeah. I mean, even players that move, like Oli Giroud. I mean, he came from Arsenal and then he moved to Chelsea.
Yeah.
or David Luiz going from Chelsea to Arsenal. Willian. I mean, the stuff happens all the time. Do you follow? I mean, you don't really follow the Bundesliga that much, but I mean, have you looked at any of the teams? The teams at all, or?
No, I think it just on social media where you see some of the Bundesliga teams, like just how they've been scoring and their scores and stuff. But I've not really watched it now.
Got it. Well, Dortmund is a fantastic team. They're not performing too well, but I mean, they've got some players that are rumored to go to United and City. There's obviously Sancho, like I said. There's Erling Haaland. Would that be a good signing? I mean, I know they've got a lot of depth at striker, but
he's a goal machine, isn't he?
Absolutely. I mean, he's one of the best young players. I mean, probably the best young player in the world. I mean, him and Mbappe are definitely up there. He's a fantastic player. I'd like Chelsea to sign him too. Timo Werner's not bagging any goals for us. We've got 3 good strikers: Giroud, Abraham, Werner. It's just not working out. Hopefully, we get a win against Fulham today, but. I mean, United versus Liverpool should be a really, really exciting game. Like you said, we're going to hold you to it. 2-1 to United. Goals from Rashford. But that concludes our interview. I really appreciate you coming on, and thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Cheers.
All right, guys. Obviously, Ico and we may not look excited, but we're extremely excited with what just happened. Obviously, getting a professional footballer on the podcast. We only had one slip up where we said soccer.
Oh, that was bad.
I don't think he minded too much, to be fair, but such a nice guy, Neil Kengni. I mean, he's one for the future. You guys need to look out for it. But we've still got about 20, 30 minutes that we want to fill in for this podcast. So we're going to play a game called Higher or Lower Transfer Market Value. So we'll get into that right away.
All right, so we're gonna do a little transfer market. Who has the higher or lower transfer market value? Aidan's gonna start with us. We're gonna see how far each of us can go, and if it's short, we might do a second or third try. We might do some more.
We're still on a high from interviewing Neil, which I'm gonna probably brag to my friends and family about for the next year. First of all, Bastoni. 55 million is I would not have guessed that.
Well, actually, I can't speak about him. He's an Inter boy, but
he's a good player. I didn't think he's that long. This is an easy one for me. Neymar is
100% lower.
Obviously higher.
All right,
I'm just gonna assume that the next player is lower as well.
Next, Neymar or Murata. Aidan.
He's lower. He's not 140. You don't even get out of here. It's probably 60.
He's not.
Yeah, 55. Yeah.
All right, next, Alvaro Morata or
Son.
Heung-min
Easy.
Son.
This stuff's easy. 88 million.
99. Wow. All right, Heung-min Son or Arthur.
He's lower. Arthur's lower. He's going to be about 60 mil. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. All right, Arthur versus Dele Alli.
Oh, because to be fair, Dele Alli is a class player, as we all know, but he's just not getting used properly. I'm going to say he's lower. True. I'm going to say he's lower.
I think so as well.
Ooh, that was a tough one for me.
Higher than I expected, actually.
Honestly, a good amount because he's still got potential. Kramaric.
Dele Alli or Kramaric?
I'm going to say he's lower just because
very well.
Kramaric, by age, I just feel like is. Oh, you know what?
Kramaric is playing very well in the Bundesliga.
Don't put this in my head. Don't put this in my head.
I'm just saying he's gotten Player of the Month.
All right, let's go higher.
Twice.
Let's go higher.
Nah, it's not higher, Aidan.
You baited me.
No, he has playing well. I was just saying facts.
I know he's been playing well, but I should have known. All right,
Aidan's high score was 5.
5. Oh, look at this, Dele Alli, Rodrigo.
I don't know. Wow.
Higher or lower, buddy?
Rodrigo's lower. He hasn't proven himself. Oh my!
I win. It's
Hey, you know what? I'm giving it a second try.
You're
I
giving it a
don't
second
care.
try. You know what? First pass is free. You know what they say.
I'm sorry. Aiden got Neymar in his. I get Ceballos versus Grimaldo.
That is an easy one.
I'm gonna go Grimaldo higher.
I would have said lower.
My God. All right. You know what? Third
Dude,
time's the
we're
charm,
catching
boys.
you in 4K right now. This is ridiculous.
Wow.
Oh.
I mean, why did I get 3 very difficult ones in a row?
To be fair, I got the last one right, and I think I'm getting this one right.
Oh, Timo's got to be higher.
100% he's higher. Yeah,
Alright,
100%. Is he
alright,
like
alright,
77? No way his transfer market value raised.
Oh, no.
He's lower because he's a free agent. What?
Oh,
Would you pay 70 million right now for Alaba?
No chance. All right.
Oh,
that
that's
one's
cheap.
lower.
That's cheap.
All right, let's see. Ooh. Oh.
That's
Riyad's higher.
yeah,
Riyad's
he's
higher.
got to be higher. Yeah, not by much though.
Yeah, wow.
Hey. Wait, hold on. Hey, everyone look
I
at
have,
my
I have
screen.
a
Everyone look
question.
at my screen.
I have a question though. Is
Get
this
in.
Havertz now or
100% he's higher. Doesn't matter if it's now or 100%. I could tell you Havertz is 100 million
why are you helping me out? What?
because he's my boy. I gotta give credit to Kai.
I mean, this isn't even Gundozi's higher. Oh,
He's coming back to Arsenal. I heard they're trying to terminate his loan. Ooh, that's a good one because Neres is a bright star, but like he hasn't really been going.
he's not.
anywhere.
He's also not that young anymore.
But he's also kind of like he's an older version of Leon Bailey. You know what I mean? Like he just
Yeah.
never got that big break that he was looking for.
I'm gonna go lower. No.
Wait,
Wow.
you probably beat me.
All
though,
right,
didn't you?
I beat you by. All right, beat you by
Well,
one.
I want my redemption then.
Aiden gets another. Oh,
Higher.
really?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Because he plays for Liverpool. If he played for, a Bundesliga team, it wouldn't be a problem. That's so annoying.
That's a very close one.
Lower, but not by much.
Really?
But not by much.
By much.
I don't like that he's 55. How is he 55? James Rodriguez is lower.
Ooh.
There's no way since joining. Again, he's a Premier League player, but yeah.
Yeah.
Next one's gonna be higher. I can already tell. Yeah, get in, son. Get in there. He's higher, 100%. Love Christian, my guy.
Meh.
Oh, I don't remember what Arthur was. Lower. Arthur's 55. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good memory aids. Thiago's much higher.
Oh.
Is he?
Really?
They paid 30 for him, didn't he? He's higher. He's higher.
They didn't pay anything for him. He was a free transfer.
No, was he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me explain to you why I think he's higher. Just because he made a team of the year and now he plays for one of the best teams in the best league in the world.
Okay. He should not have made the team of the year.
But I'm saying he did though. So that's what makes his
But
value
have
go
they
up.
taken that into account yet? You think?
I believe so. And the fact that he made a move to a Premier League team raises his value, even though he came from Bayern.
He's old.
Doesn't matter.
No disrespect, Thiago, but
Let's go higher. I can promise you, Thiago's not watching.
He stays at 5. All right, listen. We need to address the elephant in the room.
What's the elephant in the room? That it's 4. Wait, can we just say something real quick?
Yeah,
I said this earlier.
It's 4.
I haven't slept in about 24, 25, 26 hours. It's almost 5 a.m. right now. Neil, of course, he's in England, so the time difference is far off. He's about to go to work right now. It's about noon or 1 there. I'm so tired. I apologize for me not being sharp. I am so tired. I wasted all my energy trying to go to bed at 9 o'clock, which I haven't done in years. And I laid in bed for 3.5 hours. I got up out of bed and was like, I can't do this. And I've been walking around my room to stay awake for this interview because I was so nervous to interview a professional. That's our first guest we've had. I'm really gutted that Luke was skiing this weekend.
Yeah, I know Aiden just went on a massive tangent, but that's not the elephant I was talking about.
Oh, sorry about that.
Fikayo Tomori making a move from
I'm so
Chelsea
mad.
to AC Milan. Loan option to buy. Right now, it hasn't been signed anything. Right now, it's looking like by Monday it will be done. 30 million option to buy. 1-year loan. What are your thoughts?
Loan, I'm cool with because he needs a loan. You know, he's not playing enough and he's such a bright, talented star who grew up as a Chelsea player and he's not getting the time that he deserves. Does he have a starting spot over Zuma and Silva? No, I don't think he does. But he should be getting playing time elsewhere on a loan. I'm okay with him getting loaned to AC Milan if they give him playing time in absence of Romagnoli, possibly starting over Kier. Definitely not to start with. But the fact that they added an option to buy really hurts me because I want him to do well for his career, but now I don't want him to do well because I want him back at Chelsea.
Yeah, but you got to understand with the, well, I'd say with the bigger clubs, you're never gonna just take a player on loan and basically use him for a year, 2 years, and then send him back.
You
The
should.
bigger with the bigger clubs, you're always gonna put that option to buy him because what if he pops off? I mean, listen to me. We had a whole discussion about this in our group chat with our friends. He's not starting over Romagnoli. He's not starting over Kier.
Well, he might be
Right.
starting over Kier later on. The only reason why I think he won't be starting over Kier now is because he doesn't know the system.
But
Kier's been there
listen,
forever.
but listen. Right now, we bought a player from Lyon, $500,000. Not a big transfer fee. He's been playing when Kier was hurt. Kalulu, who's a right back naturally, has been playing center back for us, and he's been amazing. I mean, Maldini said, "Wow, like this looks like a younger me. Like this kid is playing off. He shows signs of how Thiago Silva was playing when he started out with AC Milan. This kid has been playing amazing. I don't think that Fikayo Tomori even makes the center back depth chart over Kalulu because Kalulu has been playing amazing for us. Look, something could happen. Maybe Kalulu is just having a great run of form and he'll slow down. And obviously, I love that Tomori's coming. I told them I would have rather had a player Simakan, but he got hurt and there was complication with him. I'm happy to bring on Tomori. I think he's a great player. I'm happy for the depth, but I cannot see him breaking into the starting squad anytime soon. But we're a team who loves to change up the lineup. We love using depth because obviously now we're playing what is it almost twice a week, every other week. It's plus we have Coppa Italia, which is coming up, so we're gonna need that depth. I think Fika Tomori was a good signing,
Yeah.
but I don't think he's making it in the starting lineup.
I guess obviously you know more about Milan than I do. I mean, you're way more well informed than I am. But like you said, you guys are gonna you have a lot of games coming up with not too many rest days in between. Squad rotation is extremely important, especially with obviously the COVID return to play happened a while ago, but that's players are still experiencing setbacks from that. Squad rotation is extremely important. I haven't been able to assess Fikayo Tomori's season with Chelsea so far this year because he's only played 1 or 2 games. He played fantastic alongside Christensen, I want to say.
I think so, yeah.
It may have been. It actually, I think it was
No,
Thiago
I think
Silva.
it was Christensen.
He may have
Because
played 2 games. It was Barnsley. I think it was Silva and Tomori. The 6-0 win against Barnsley EFL Cup. It just, again, I'm not Frank Lampard. He knows better than I do. He sees in training, and I love Andreas Christensen. I would start Tomori over Christensen based off of the performances from this season. Christensen's hurt. Rudiger is an option as well.
Rudonkey.
Rudonkey. I'm a little sad that this is the way that things are going to end with Tomori at Chelsea.
Well, you don't know that. I mean, 30 million is a hefty price tag for a young player who has not proven himself.
But if he's playing well and he proves himself in Milan, they're going to buy him. And if Tomori returns to Chelsea, I see that as a loss because that means he didn't perform well enough to stay on that team. And there's a good chance he's probably not going to perform for Chelsea as well. It really hurts me because Tomori is one of my favorite players. And I don't want him to leave with an option to buy. I've been pushing for a loan for so long for Fikayo Tomori, and the fact that they added a price tag with an option to buy after the loan, just I'm gutted. I really am.
Yeah. Well, it hurts me to say this, unless he plays very well for us and he proves to us that he deserves to be bought for 30 million, I could not see us doing it. I mean, our owner, unless there's a change in ownership as well throughout the year of the loan, because our ownership does not give us money very often. So when we get it, we need to spend it very nicely. And 30 million for a player who hasn't really proved himself at all, it's a lot. It's a lot of money.
you know how some of those teams are very picky with their players and in terms of where they're from. Uh, a lot of the English teams, just, they elect to pick English players because they feel like they suit that style of play. Growing up in England academies and all that. Is AC Milan a team like that? If they bring in an English center back, is that going to be hard for them to adjust their system? How
No,
similar
I
is
mean,
it?
our starting lineup is filled with.
Foreign.
It's yeah. I mean, what is it? We have Spanish. We have French. We have Italian, obviously. We have Turkish, Danish.
But how many former Premier League players you have in your squad? I'm talking about how different
Well,
is this? How tough is this going to be
okay.
for Tomori to adjust to this style of play in Italy?
Well, I mean, look at how Bakayoko played when he came to us from Chelsea. I mean, he was an amazing center mid for us. Obviously, sadly, he went back and then he ended up going to Napoli. He snaked us, but he came from there and he was playing amazing with us. So I couldn't see Tomori struggling with us. It's just a matter of how good will he be. I don't think he's going to be bad, but it's how good will he be.
Of course. I see. Well, guys, I mean, do you have anything more to bring up? Because I think we should probably close it out. There might be another episode where it's just me and Ico, possibly. If not, in the next episode, you will see, of course, Luke returning. But maybe we'll surprise you. Maybe it'll be me and Ico surprising you with another episode. But thank you for joining us. We appreciate if you've stayed all the way to the end to watch Ico and I babble about Fikayo Tomori for 15 minutes. But like I said, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it for the next 6 months, this was a big moment for me and Ico.
Amazing.
Interviewing our first ever interview with a professional footballer. Absolutely amazing. Neil, if you decided to watch after your interview, again, thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you in the next episode.